out with the old in with the new, as they say. New year, new theme music. I say new theme music, and what I actually mean is improved upon pre-existing theme music. We're not going to write something new, but we are going to rework what we've already used. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome to the chaos. I do all things music related on here, from audio engineering style content to production songwriting challenges to just talking about music and musician life. Today's video is kind of a songwriting challenge, isn't it? I have been using this little theme music that I actually made in a video a while back, and I made that to have something for intro music for all of my videos. However, it doesn't suit all jobs perfectly. It only really works as intro music because I only wrote those few little bars. So sometimes some of the production value in my videos can be not quite the level I would have liked. But I was trying to improve upon that over the course of last year, and I had a few videos where I did some really good quality production on it, and a couple of times in videos I tried to use background music, and that's one of the big things that I've been wanting to do to improve my videos overall, to just up that production value of them, but it's been difficult for me to do because I just didn't have the right kind of music for it. I didn't want to just use one of the stock Apple ones that you can use, but like, they just sound so naff. And I tried using my own original songs, and actually the last video I put out last year, you might realise, had my most recent Emma Echo single playing in the background of it. That didn't work quite so well though. Like, it was okay. Part of the problem is that my original tracks that I've been putting out don't necessarily suit the vibe for the channel overall, because background music for videos like this, you want it to have certain qualities, right? It wants to be relatively simple but very layered, but those layers should all be quite simplistic layers, because it works really well if you can have moments where there's just literally an acoustic guitar part going on in the background, and other times when you've got almost full band production moments for when you want the music to build up, because there's not much, moments where I'm doing something like I'm setting up something in the studio, then you can have that music sort of come up and maybe have a lead guitar part going on. You don't want anything with vocals on it usually. Sometimes it works alright to have vocals sort of coming in and out and stuff, like that works on my end screens. I always use my own original music on the end screens, and you'll notice that the instrumental will come in first and then the vocal will come in, and that works fine with my music on the end screens, but it's not so great for those middle bits of a video. And I realised that I could just create a whole new piece of theme music, but why would I do that when I quite like my little da-da-da-da? I had wanted to try and find the original Logic project from creating that, but I don't know where it is. So we're just going to start from scratch, but we're not going to start from complete scratch. We're doing some recycling in this video because we're going to take the parts of this original thing, but I'm going to expand on them and create better background theme music that will work for all of my videos. Anywho, so I'm just going to get on with that because that's actually a big job. First things first, I just want to go through and get down all the various parts I need. Oh, I suppose first things first, I need to figure out what BPM I actually want it to be. I thought it was around 120, but it's a little bit slower than 120. Okie dokie. Should I put my da-da-da-da in first, seeing as we're going to build everything around that? Or should I lay down these guitar chords first? I think I just did like a really simple C to G maybe? I'm just going to DI to write down any parts, and I'll make a note of what chords I use. Was it a C to a G? Maybe I did it with a capo on, maybe that's why. No, I didn't do that. Ah, okay. Oh my god, I did. I did B to E. Okay. And then I'll probably want the chords to change up some, so I can have a variation section, but still like that. To get any of this perfect because I am going to be recording this in tomorrow in the studio. Got some chord progression stuff in there that I can work with. Basically what I'm looking to create here is not a whole perfect track. I'm looking to create sections that I can then just mess about with as I please, and I will edit these sections then every time I make a video to fit the video I'm doing. So now I'm going to put that pluck guitar bit back in. Okay, so that's like the main parts of it, I think. To build up from there, we got da da da. This is going to be melody. I think I'm happy with each of those. I might come up with some other acoustic guitar stuff to like add on to that, some other melody ideas tomorrow, but I'm going to leave that to tomorrow because I'm not going to record all of that in now, and some of those might just be reflected from things I come up with on other instruments. So I'm going to move on to other instruments. Specifically, I'm going to get the da-da-da-das in there. Okay, I'm just going to turn off this light for a second because it does rather heavy breathe, and I'm about to try and record some vocals. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Where should I put it? I'll put it at the end still. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. And now for the harmonies. Da-da-da-da. 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 Some oohs and stuff could be cute on things. I think I'm going to leave it there for vocals for now. I might come back and add some more in a second, but I want to turn this light back on first. Da-da-da-da! And then there was light. Right, we need some drums. It's going to be a really gentle drum beat, this. Da-da-da-da! Select all, quantize it, fabulous. Right, let's add that onto this bit here. These can't be on exactly the same beat as each other, otherwise you don't get the effect I'm looking for. And we'll have the same thing again here. That'll be better when that guitar part's actually in time. Need something slightly different there, don't I? Probably want that to be a crash. That's coming together nicely there. Okay, let's pop some bass on it. So we're doing B to E and an A in there as well. Quantize! So we want that bit separated out, really, to make it easier for me to just copy and paste later on when I need to start looping things. Let's go with the G sharp on this bit, actually. This is just going to go straight to the A. I playing there? I was playing a B, yeah? And then to a E to an E flat. Aha! Aha! That's what I'm going wrong with. Let's put in those twinkles that we had in the original one, because I need to put those back in. I wish I remembered what the original instrument I used for it was, but I'm just gonna throw on... do I think it was an alchemy? Shall we have a little listen to the original and see if I can figure out what it is? In fact, actually, the little synth part is not playing the da-da-da-da. It's playing... So those want to be... Okay, still need to figure out what the synth part actually is, though, in terms of the instrument. We're updating it anyway, so we can change it a little. It's on the player mode. Hate that. Hate that it opens up in player mode. Be here all day doing this. It's not perfect still. It's just not coming out like I wanted it to. I'm gonna have to throw alchemy on and find a different sound. But for now, that's roughly the area I want. But I'm gonna do that later because I don't want to get bogged down by trying to find the perfect sound right now and not do other stuff. The last thing we need on this is just to put the chords in so that I can have just a synth playing as well. Just gonna have a quick look to see if I can find a pad I like on alchemy without having a... all these good building blocks now, but I want to have almost different styles of this. So tomorrow I'm going to throw some electric guitars on this in the studio, but right now the last thing I want to do in here is do more of a piano-y version. So I want to get a piano up, and I think I'm going to use one of the UJAM ones. Actually going to use one of the UJAM ones this time and not say I'm going to use one of the UJAM ones and then be like, actually that doesn't work, I don't like that. Do I want to go higher with it though? That's the question. Nah, I want to go higher with just this bit, don't I? Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Carried away there again, because I'll probably not have that guitar part over the top going on there either. Cool! And that's just another different layer that I can have, so I can have more of a piano version if I want. And I'm going to do the same thing with electric guitars tomorrow in the studio. I'm going to throw a load of chords on electric guitars and throw some of these parts onto electric guitars as well. And then I'll be able to play you guys various different versions. So I'm going to stop there for today. Tomorrow, me will see you in the studio now. Ta-da! And just like magic, here I am in Clubhouse Studios again. I have quickly laid down all those acoustic guitar parts that I did. Use my AKG mics that become my go-to for acoustic guitar parts. But I also decided to actually change up that lead acoustic guitar part I was messing around with. I decided to just literally play the track through a few times and just noodle along, and I'm going to try and comp something together from whatever I've got there. At this point in time, I have no idea if I have anything usable, but I wanted kind of like a nice full solo acoustic guitar part for like when I want the music to be more forefront. Anywho, I've also laid down some electric guitar parts in here. I literally just went for doing chords, and I've done the plucked chords on electric guitar as well, because that gave a very different feel, especially considering I used my favorite reverb pedal that they have in here that has this like shimmer setting that's just adds all this prettiness on. It's like getting a synth without having a frig about with an actual synth. And I think I've got enough parts now to be able to actually put something together. So back to the home studio now to sort out all of the editing and mixing I need to do to make this into a nice, coherent, usable thing. So I'll see you there. Ta-da! And we're back in the home studio to do the last step. Now, I debated whether I should record this step or not, or just do it off camera and then show you guys the results. But I decided that actually, it would be a good plan to record this bit as well for you guys, because a big part of what's going to make this music work as background music is in the editing. So at the very least, I'm going to show you some of the editing. I've got a bunch of stuff here I have stupidly not named. I think these are guitar parts though. I think this is the electric guitar stuff I did. Like all this vocal stuff that I did in here that needs tuning. That's boring stuff. You guys don't care about the tuning. I'll do that on my own. And then I've got all this acoustic guitar stuff that I've recorded in. Look at all that lovely acoustic guitar stuff. The big main things I want to actually talk about. So, as I've said multiple times, the aim here has been to create something very loopable. So, in order to make them really loopable, the big thing they have to be is perfectly in time. And especially in terms of where parts start and stop. Because otherwise it's going to be quite difficult when I actually loop things. Then it's going to be more of a hassle making sure that everything bleeds into where it's meant to in terms of where the audio files actually start and end. I've already done a comp of the strummed guitar. I haven't done a comp of either of these other bits of guitar yet. I expect there are probably moments in here where stuff isn't quite perfectly in time. And that's going to make it more difficult to just loop all of this. And it doesn't really matter that this guitar feels like really natural. You know, this isn't a song that I am creating where I'm trying to create a heartfelt thing. In my own original music, I don't like things to be too perfectly in time all the time, because the kind of style of music I do really doesn't suit that. It winds up sounding like it's got no soul when you do that. So I now need to go through and I need to check that this is pretty perfectly in time throughout. So that falls maybe a slightly bit too late, that second one there. Let's listen to the rest of the bar and see if I want to nudge it forward or not. I don't, but I definitely want to nudge from here. Probably starts to get back in time around there. So we're going to cut here and cut here, and then I'm just going to bring this back until I'm happy with where that sits, and I'm going to, oops, wrong one. There's probably about right. The great thing about doing this on Logic is that it's going to add the fades, because I'm doing it within the take folder. There we go. I'm just going to turn that very loud piano off. Let's listen to it again. Maybe it's the bits before it a bit slow. Yeah, actually that's that bit behind. That's a bit behind, isn't it? So everything's a bit slow, so then that felt fast coming in on the beat there. So we'll just nudge this forward from here, or from earlier on actually, isn't it? It's quite behind this bar in general. And you need to bring this bar forward a bit. Or should I just pick a different take there that's a bit more in time? Because that's just sort of a little bit out of time in general, isn't it? Is there a take that's a bit more in time and sounds good? Sounds fine. Da-da-da-da! I am just gonna create a track alternative. I've been using track alternatives a lot more since I realised that they exist. So now I can name this the comp. And what happens then is if I go to that new track alternative that I have created, I can bounce these in place. Replace the track. Because what I used to do was I bounce them in place, I create a new track, and then I mute and hide deactivate and hide the other tracks. I don't need to do that now that I realise that track alternatives are there, because look, and there's my comp still. Because I don't like to lose my comp, my take folders and my comp abilities, because oh my god, it's a nightmare if you've bounced this down and gotten rid of the original track to then try and you have to go and hunt through all the project files to find the original audio files if you decide you want to change the comp. So I just want to show you now why this is going to make my life really easy to hear, doesn't it? This is all this section here, right? Now obviously the MIDI all fits perfectly into that nicely already, but the audio parts can be where things become tricky. So just repeat that section, and then here, see, I don't even really need to edit that at all now. I probably just need to add a fade in. Just a quick fade. make this really easy to lengthen this out and copy over the sections and loop the sections that I want to use in the background for particular videos. I want to be able to just come in here and select what I want and have a nice long section of audio to put in it. What I'll possibly even start doing is I might start finishing editing my video and then just load it into this project and then just make the edits I want for the background music and then bounce that out and just add it on. That's probably going to be a really easy way for me to add background music to my videos after, because you can actually load a video into Logic. Let's actually just do that now. Let's pop this in one of my SE videos. So you just load that in and you can pick to open the movie and extract the audio track. I don't really need to extract the audio track, I just need to open the movie. So I would just move it then to the start here. Let's open this bad boy up, shall we? That's the point of an unboxing video. So for this one, it looks like this might actually be like the perfect length. Except maybe I'd want to shift one of these more dramatic moments like these. Or the actual end here. To where I open it here. See, that wound up literally perfect for that video, which is ironic because I wanted to show how I would then loop sections. But if that video maybe had been longer, or, well, maybe it's not quite perfect because maybe this bit in the middle here, where I'm opening the box, let's put that. That's probably more where you want the RRR section to hit, or something else that's a bit, you know, maybe I would use, like, obviously I've done this guitar solo-y melody bit down here. So I might have it so that I've just had the general background music kind of feel up until that point, and then I might bring in the guitar solo-y bit there, because I might want something a bit more when I actually open up inside the case. Ready? Maybe there. I'd have that come in and then fade back out, you know, and I'd be able to make those decisions more easily by editing it in the actual Logic project like this. So my job now is to go and do what I just did on all that strummed acoustic guitar here, and go and do it on the plucked acoustic guitar. The melody acoustic guitar needs just generally comping, because I did so many takes of just different versions of different stuff, because I just decided to faff about and see what I came up with, and edit all of the electric guitar as well in the exact same way, because basically everything now just needs to be perfectly in time with each other. So I can literally just go copy paste, repeat this section, move this section, and once it's all sorted out, what I'll probably also do is I will just actually cut up the audio files already so that they're in their easy loopable sections. But yeah, that is the process by which I made my new background music, guys. If anyone would like me to do more videos in future, possibly looking at how I actually then go in and edit this to a video, if that's a video that people would find interesting, let me know in the comments, because I always want to make sure that I'm making content that you guys actually enjoy. I'll probably put the music in now. So yeah, that's all for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then you might enjoy my content on this channel in general, because this is the kind of stuff I make. So you might want to consider hitting that subscribe button, but I do know that that is a big decision to make, so do feel free to check out some of the content on the channel before you do so. There'll be something recommended on the end screen for you. If you enjoy me and you just generally want to support me, then all of the places where you can follow me on the various social medias are linked in the description below, including links to my artist profiles and where you can stream my own original music. I didn't really play any of my songs in this video, but usually I do. If you want to support me in the money giving ways, then you can also do that through my Buy Me a Coffee account, which is a place where you can send me one-off donations just to say cool video mate, or you can join one of my memberships on there, in which case for a monthly fee you get access to extra content. Okie dokie, that is all. I shall see you guys next time with another fun music related video of some sort. Bye!